So let's talk batteries, and essentially high voltage batteries. We've got a 3S here, we've got a 6S here, and these are brand new Boltex from Turnigy. These batteries have been around a while, but these are the brand new updated. Are they any good? What's the advantage, if any, of running high voltage batteries over normal LiPo batteries? Do you need a special charger? And how do they perform? We're going to find out in this video. So, what is a high voltage LiPo battery? In essence, it's exactly the same as a normal LiPo battery, but instead of charging each cell up to 4.2 volts, you're charging up to 4.35 volts. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get longer from the batteries. This is still a 9500 milliamp 6S battery, and this is still a 5400 milliamp 3S battery. And they're probably going to last about the same amount of time as a 9500 and as a 5400 in a normal LiPo battery. What it is going to give you though is those extra volts, especially right at the beginning. So somebody who wants to do a massive jump, they want that bit of more of a power right at the beginning of the run, or if you're doing speed runs, then these batteries are probably for you. Most people who do speed runs, I imagine, are going to be using high voltage batteries. I've had these batteries now for about 2 months. They are just coming out. By the time I put this video out, they will be available, and I'll put a link below. It's not affiliated or anything like that. You can get from Hobbyking. Most people in the RC hobby will know of Hobbyking, but I will put a link below where you can get these batteries from. They do seem of very high quality. The way they've been put together, the coverings, it's very nice. I've used these about a dozen times, and as you can see, they've kept really well. This 3S battery in particular is a nice size. Running 2 of these in a 6S rig, it's going to fit in most things. It's a bit more longer. It's 14 centimeters long, but as you can see, it's very thin. It's literally about 2 centimeters wide, and the depth is about 5 centimeters. But it's going to fit in most of your rigs, and for, like I say, running 2 of these in a 6S is going to be absolutely perfect. This has come with XT90, but you can get it with different connectors. Very high quality XT90s, the proper AMAS connectors, which are really good. If you're going to use any type of connectors, AMAS is probably the one to go for. The internal resistance on these batteries is absolutely amazing. I'll just show you now. I've been testing these from when I first got on to now, and the internal resistance has just been 0.01 on every single cell on both of these batteries. So that just shows the quality of the cells that they're using. The resistance rate, the lower that number is, if you're not sure, the better the battery is going to perform, the less likely it's going to swell up. The C rating on both of these is 80C. Again, I have to be honest, I don't have a tool to actually test the C rating to see how accurate it is. What I can tell you is though, the performance on these batteries has been absolutely amazing. My normal batteries I use top notch, and these have kind of given me the same kind of punch, and they've lasted as long as they should last. This battery here I've been running mainly in my Relalo XTS rally car, and I've also been using it in the PD10, the PD racing. I've also used it in my Corrales Synchro 2-wheel drive, and it's run perfectly in all those cars, and it's given me plenty of punch, plenty of power, and it's lasting as long as it should really last. This 6S battery, 9500 milliamp, this is going to last you a hell of a long time. Unless you're doing like speed runs and things like that, then it's going to go down pretty quickly. But it does fit in my Corrales Asuga, but it's a big battery, and if you're really heavy bashing, I probably won't recommend using a battery this size. If you're just ground bashing, or if you're doing speed runs, then it's absolutely fine. But yeah, it's a big old battery. It's nearly 17 centimeters in length, it's 7 centimeters in depth, and the width of it is just over 4.5 centimeters. So it's a big old battery, but again, it's going to last a long time, 9500 milliamp. And if you're just running on the road or ground bashing or doing smaller jumps, then you know it's a fantastic battery. But you are going to have to make sure it's going to fit in your rig. This again, like I said, fits in my Asuga, but that's with the Garage Life RC battery tray. Probably not going to fit with your stock Corrales, stock Armour battery tray, or even a Traxxas. There's going to have to be an adapted battery tray that is going to fit in, or something like a speed car or a 1/5 scale. This battery is going to be more suited to. But obviously, Turnigy are not just doing these 2 batteries. These are just 2 examples of the batteries. that they are doing. Now, do you need a special charger to charge high voltage batteries? No. Can you charge them on a normal charger just up to 4.2 volts? A lot of people do. I probably won't recommend it. The cells are designed to go 4.35 volts. That's what I would recommend, but I know people do. This is a pretty cheap charger, Overlander RC6 VSR. There's different variations of this is by Overlander, but I know there's different badges on this same kind of charger. You can charge high voltage batteries with this charger, but you do have to set it manually in the settings and you have to change it, but it will do the job. This charger, this AccuCell C150, which is not a new charger in any means, but it's 10 amps, 150 watt, will discharge up to 2 amps. And this charger will automatically recognize if it's a high voltage battery. It also recognizes how many cells it's got in the battery as well. Really good little charger. You can only charge one battery at a time. It's got plenty of outputs and inputs on it. Highly recommend this charger, works really well. But one of the things I want to do is see if this battery here does make a difference on performance when it comes to that punch and that power. So what we're going to do is going to take this battery and another 6S battery that I have, which has the same ATC rating on it. It's a 6S battery, but just a normal LiPo. Going to speed run the Asuga. We're going to see how fast the top speed I can get with this fully charged and how fast I can get the top speed with the other battery fully charged as well, and see what kind of a difference it makes. So we're going to do a speed run. I've got my speed tester there. Got the battery here, which is the Voltex, just fits in there as you can see. So we're going to see how fast it is with this battery. We've got this 6S battery, which is 80C as well, but obviously just a normal 6S battery. And let's see if this high voltage battery makes a difference. They're both fully charged, exactly the same car. It's only geared 13 tooth pinion, stock gearing throughout, to be honest with you. Got a nice bit of grass to run this on, nice and flat. It's just been cut by the looks of it, which is even better. Let's see which does the fastest. Down in the comments now, which one do you think is going to be the fastest, and do you think it is going to be faster? Controller on. Oh, it's pulling wheelies. Full throttle. Oh, nice. Let's give it another run. Oh, full throttle again. Whoa, there we go, 48.4 miles an hour. But that was a good run. Just short 50 miles an hour with this battery, which is probably about right. Like I say, 13 tooth pinion. See, we've reset the GPS. Still pulling wheelies a little bit, which is good. Still a very good battery is this. Now it might be me, but that doesn't seem as fast. Let's give it another run. That was full throttle. Full throttle again. Full throttle. Let's bring it in. Let's see what that was. 46.3, not bad, a little bit slower though. Right, let's take it over to the BMX track over here and get these batteries discharged. We did get a few more miles an hour from the high voltage battery than we did with the standard one. So if that is what you're actually after, you're after that little few extra bits of power, that punch, then, you know, go for the high voltage. Absolutely. But apart from that, these batteries have really impressed me. I think Turnigy have put a lot of thought into these batteries. The chemistry makeup has a lot more protection in it. Cells are very good quality. it should last a long time as well, these batteries. You know, if you look after them properly, charge them, storage charge them, discharge them properly, they're very good quality, and that internal resistance rate does make a real big difference. But again, as I've said in my other battery videos, a lot of this is down to personal choice, and it's a lot down to personal experience with batteries. This is the first time I've used these Bolt X batteries. I've used Turnigy batteries before and they've been absolutely fine. First time using these high voltage LiPo batteries though, and I have been really impressed with these. Again, like I say, this one here is probably just a little bit too big for bashing. I just want to show you this compared to a normal 6S size battery. So this is pretty standard size 6S battery. As you can see, this one's a lot longer, a lot wider, and much more depth to it. So this is probably ideal for bashing with, and the weight difference is quite apparent there, to be totally honest with you. But again, if you're wanting something like, say, you can get this in your car, you want something for ground bashing, you want to do speed runs, absolutely fantastic. This little 3S Beauty, again, nice and compact, small battery, high quality. 2 of these in your 6S rigs, 1 in your 3S rig. You know, it's going to be absolutely fine. But like I say, there's not just these 2 batteries. Go to the link below, check out. Prices are pretty good as well on these batteries. But yeah, as I said on previous videos, I don't generally recommend to people what batteries to use. It's got to be your personal choice. Do some research, look, check out other people's videos, see what their thoughts are. If you get these batteries from hobbyking, have fantastic customer service. I've used them for very many years to buy different things, and they are generally pretty good. From what I've seen of these batteries and from using them and from my experience with them, they seem very high quality. They're well put together, the cells seem of good quality, the connectors are very high quality, they hold the charge really well, the cells have been behaving themselves, the internal resistance is fantastically low. So my experience with these batteries is very positive. And again, should you get high voltage batteries or normal batteries, that again is your choice. I like these. I'm going to be looking at high voltage batteries going forward, because for me it just gives me that little extra punch and that little extra power, and why not? I hope you found this short video informative. If you've got any questions or any comments or anything that you think I've missed, please put down below. If you like this video, remember to give that thumbs up and check out one of these videos up here. Happy arseing, and thank you for watching.